Hi, it's me, Chris, with Chris and Miffy. Today's story is called Miffy Goes to the Art Gallery. So once upon a time, Miffy got up and said to Mother, Mother, why are you taking this camera, some paper and some pencils? Because, Miffy dear, we're looking at some art today. And Miffy said, art? Do you mean by drawings, paintings, collages, sand paintings, and so on? Says Miffy. Yes, Miffy, that's what we are looking at. And then the drover, Miffy said, are we there yet? We said, no, Miffy. Are we there yet? Said Miffy. No, Mother. No, said Mother Bunny. We'll be there in 45 minutes. And then they got stuck in traffic. And then Miffy said, I'm bored. Well, what can we do? Said Miffy. Well, Miffy, we can play a game. What do you want to play? Said Mother Bunny. She played spotting the cars like a certain colour. But Mother Bunny kept losing. And then they finally got there at the art gallery. And then they saw this really big old painting, a vase painting with lots of flowers. And Miffy said, which artist did this? And it said it at the bottom. And Miffy said, Mother, I can't read this, it's too hard to read. And so Miffy said to Mother Bunny, can you read it for me? And she said, of course I can, Miffy darling. It says, Vincent van Gogh. And Miffy said, who's that? That was an artist from Holland. He was very poor all his life, and did artwork. And then when he died, his work got very, very famous. That's the thing with most art paintings, is when they die, they go for a lot of money. And Miffy said, there's a picture of him right here. And she said to Mother, Mother, is this a picture of him? That is correct, said Mother Bunny. What? Why has he only got one ear? Because, Mother Bunny said, he chopped his ear off. And then this tour guide said to Mother Bunny, that is wrong. He didn't chop his own ear off. Vincent van Gogh, somebody else chopped his ear off. He didn't chop his own ear off. Somebody else did it. But everyone thinks differently. But what really happened is, he didn't chop it off. Somebody else chopped it off for him. Because I was stressed he weren't that. Because he was stressed. Then he died not long after. He weren't that old, actually. And then they kept looking at more art. What did they see then? They saw a big rabbit painting. And it was a painting by, and Miffy said, I can read this, it's done by Dan, my friend, he did that. Yes, said Mother Bunny. What year did it happen? But read on the sign next to it, Miffy. 2007 it got done. But then what carried on then? They carried on. But Miffy said to Mother Bunny then, how much is this art painting worth? And Mother Bunny said, not a lot, because not many people look at this one. But it might be one day. What did they look at then? They kept going and going and going. Until they saw some artwork made of wood. It was just scrap pieces of wood. And Miffy said these are really good pieces of artwork. And I don't know what they are, said Miffy. And then Mother Bunny said to Miffy, Mother, what are we doing now? And Mother Bunny said, we're getting a drink. And then, what did they do when they got a drink? What drink did Miffy get? She got some orange juice. What did Mother Bunny get? She got coffee. Coffee's horrible. Coffee is absolutely horrible. Orange juice is nice. I've never liked coffee. Don't like the taste of it. Too bitter. Too bitter. Then what did they do then? Those would take the drinks around the place. But there's a sign saying no drinks, no food. Well, that makes sense. Because you don't want to get it on the artwork. You can get a big trouble for that. Yeah, because if you get drinks on artwork, you can get in big trouble. And Miffy said to... And then Miffy looked at even more artwork. Miffy felt this artwork because she was allowed to touch it. And it was a bit rough. And nothing stuck on. It was drawn and stuck on. And Miffy said, what artwork do we call that? Well, said Mother Bunny, we call it a collage. A collage is where you draw your stuff, cut it out of the paper. I got a collage here. I did one earlier. I'll just re-get it. Let me go back. Here it is. What things are? This is a collage. A collage is what you do is you draw it on paper, cut it out, and glue it on other paper like this. Remember when we did this on YouTube? But I did another one today. We've sold a lot of those right now. No, Miffy said, then, what's this painting, Mother? It's on a tray. It's glue. With this very, very rough body. That's what we call a board. When it's all rough, we call it the body. Miffy said, what is it? That's a sand painting. Sand paintings are very famous art paintings in Egypt. Very famous in Egypt. Cairo. Down in Cairo, in Egypt. Very famous artwork down there. It's where, because it's a desert, you see, there's not many shops. Well, there is. They're in Cairo. Where you'll find art shops is in Mozambique in South Africa. But it's miles away. So, what they do in Cairo, in Egypt, because they can't buy paper usually, what they do is, this started hundreds of years ago, they got trays with glue, and then they used sand, but they didn't use paint. They used food, like blueberries and that, to make it blue. They put it into, what they did is, they rubbed it in their hands, like poured out into the sand. They put the sand in their hands and like poured out onto the board with glue. That was many years ago. They still do it. But now there's more shops in Egypt, so there's a lot more paper drop. There's a lot more art on paper over there now. And then Miffy touched this piece of artwork and then she cried. Oh, what's up, Miffy? It was very sharp. Miffy said, what's this type of artwork? That is a tile piece of art made of tiles. And it was cracked. Look, Miffy. Miffy said to Mother Bunny, Mother, I've cut my hand. Don't worry, Miffy, I've got a plaster. Let's go to the bathroom and sort you out. Let's to look at your cut for infection. Like bits of tire what's stuck in the cut. No, Miffy mum cleaned it out. She put plaster on. And Miffy said it's still really hurting. Well, it's going to, Miffy. Here, I'll give it a kiss. That's better, isn't it? And Miffy said it's a lot better. Let's keep looking at the art now. What did they find then? There's hundreds of types of artwork. They found an artwork called a self-portrait. That's when it's a person drawn. But it's because it's a rabbit painting. This one, it's a rabbit picture. It's a self-portrait of a famous rabbit. On that picture, it's a rabbit self-portrait. And then what did they find then? Having fun, aren't you? Good. I found a very standard painting. What did they find? Did you like that painting, Miffy? Mother Bunny, she said to Mother Bunny, it's a lovely painting. And then what artwork did they find then? They found a cross, a big stone cross. See, artwork is stones, paper, paint, sand, anything can be to do with artwork. They chiseled a cross out with a chisel, big chisels. But now you can get drills with a chisel motion, with an hammer action. And what type of artist do you call that? Who chisels out with stones? They call it a stonemason. A stonemason is a type of artist, if you didn't know that. So what did they do then to set off form? And then if you got curious with the art, then she did art herself. What did she draw? She drew Snuffy, Melanie and all her friends and put it on the wall. Drawed Mother Bunny and put it on the wall. Drawed the kitchen cupboards and put it on the wall. And she also drawed the old front garden of her house on the wall. And then Mother Bunny said, what do you want for your story tonight? And Miffy said, it's okay tonight, I'll just look at the wall for a bit. Your own gallery. Your own art gallery. I'll have an art gallery very soon. Very soon we'll have our own gallery with our artwork in it. So I'll see you later, guys. Subscribe, it is free. Just push the button, then you're connected to all our information, what's coming up. Put a massive thumbs up. Thanks for all the people who've watched my channel right now. We're only 5-month-old channel, but I've been doing artwork with Miffy for 13 years now. I started with Miffy 13 years ago. So I'll see you later, guys. And we'll be doing this for the rest of our lives now. I'll be doing artwork to do with Miffy until I die now. So I'll see you later, guys.